What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Fantasy Football Game Show presented by Front Yard Fantasy. I am your host, Simon, here, as always, with my co-hosts, Josh and John Luke. And today we are joined by a special guest. We've got Rick Butts, a.k.a. RotoHeat Rick, on Twitter from the RotoHeat website and RotoHeat YouTube channel. They're putting out amazing content over there, and Rick's been super supportive of us in our show. So we are glad to finally have him on. How's it going, Rick?
Oh, it's going great, and I'm honored to be on. I have a lot of fun watching you guys day to day. I think you guys have a real fun new concept to bring to the industry, and I've enjoyed it a lot, so I appreciate you guys asking me to come on.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
being on the other side.
It's weird because I'm normally the guy controlling everything on the stream, so the fact that I don't have to do anything is a little odd.
And guys, if you do not already subscribe to them on YouTube, you can find them at RotoHeat. They're all over. They're putting out amazing content right now, a ton of rookie content. Rick and I were talking a little bit about it yesterday. It's a different way of doing the rookie content in these short videos. I don't know if you want to talk a little bit about what you guys are doing there for rookies, Rick.
Yeah, so, we do stuff a little bit different. Our website is more for the personal opinions of our writers and stuff, and we do a little bit of groupthink in that area, but our YouTube is all groupthink. Everything that we put out, we've got like 20 guys on the team, and they're segmented into different areas. So we've got for our offensive rookies, all the information that we put out on them is compiled by all 8 guys going in and watching the film, picking out what they like and dislike. And then over on Rookie Draft Guide, we have a profile for everybody that we take their ratings and compile them and put them in there. So it's not just one person's opinion, because I believe, and this is why I'm real supportive of other creators in the space, is that you need as much information as you can get. I can give you my opinion, but that's just one opinion. And I don't care what anybody thinks. I tell the team all the time, we know half. If we know half of what we think we know, we're in a pretty good spot, right?
Yep.
Yeah, 100%. No, I love that too. Both the things you said. It's awesome that your videos get that different perspective. And then same thing, we got to support other content creators, because there's no everyone needs multiple sources of information. So hopefully we can be another one of those for you guys. And RotoHeat definitely is an awesome source for you. What's up, Anthony?
What up, Anthony?
He came in here a bit early, 12:20. Was so excited he had to say sup early. And what's up, Jason? The Brad Menendez says, is there a way to flag this is going to be epic? You should, I think if you just scream at the top of your lungs, epic, YouTube will mark it. I think they added voice controls, but I'm not positive. What's up, Jurassic Park? And Brady gives us a go, Clemson. How's it going? And we got a squad in here today. Jay, how's it going? Jason just reacting. And what's up, Dan? How's it going?
What up, Dan?
Swamp, unfortunately, is at work, so he cries.
No, we cry.
And Jordan said the boys and Ricky. I heard FYF.
Such a good crew today.
I know, this is a solid bunch.
I like
Guys,
that.
Today we are playing poll perception. I found some great polls, JL. The sampling size, I think, is going to be big enough for you on most of these, so you won't complain too much. You might complain.
You
a
always
little,
say
though.
that, Simon. You always say that, and
I always complain.
Yeah.
It's a constant. People would be disappointed if I don't complain.
I
would be
disappointed. I'm just glad that I come on your guys' show and I'm not the villain, right? You guys got
that locked down,
built in here. So
yeah, I got that. I got that spot locked down. Don't worry.
It makes it a lot more comfortable for guests to come on that everybody's not rooting against the guest.
You're like if I just lost the analogy I was going to give. I was going to say if like a different. You're like if analogy. End of my story. That's all I got for you.
The perfect analogy.
It worked.
Perfect analogy.
It worked.
Yeah, but
Nobody's
okay, guys. I have not decided the order yet, so I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to flip this card of the home inspector that inspected our house. Every day we flip something different.
How is that
Rick,
gonna work?
which side do you want? Do you want the side with the logo or the side with the phone number?
I like that.
Let's go with logo.
Okay. We got the phone number side. So, Josh, because this was just between you and Rick, you get to pick. Do you want to go first, second, or third?
What am I?
You're the villain.
I
Honest?
want to go right there in the middle. I wanna know what's going on both ends. All right.
Okay, Josh is going second. Rick, do you want to go first or third?
I'll start off third.
Okay,
We'll let JL go first.
Cool.
JL, you are leading
Actually,
the way.
I think if you would have chosen though, wouldn't you have gone first, JL? I might be
I
wrong.
have no
I might be wrong. Yeah, I don't know which one's better or not. Yeah.
So we will go in a circle like this. I just did a circle with my mouse, and I know you guys cannot see that. Before we get started, guys, if you guys enjoy our game show or the mock drafts that we put out, make sure you go subscribe to us on YouTube. We are Front Yard Fantasy. We're also on Twitch at Front Yard Fantasy. We stream every day, 3 p.m. Eastern, playing games, brackets, poll perception, tiers. It's a lot of fun, a lot of competitiveness, sometimes some yelling, sometimes some crying, but we'd love to have you guys keep on tuning in so you can subscribe to us over there.
Brady has a
Now,
good
though,
question here.
what did you say?
Brady has a good question here.
Going over the mock draft from yesterday. So, Brady, we can, but what I talked to Jail about yesterday is I wanted to start doing the day after mock drafts, putting out a YouTube video going over the teams. So some pre-recorded. So
You did not mention that to me.
I texted it
at
to
all.
you. I can pull up the receipts right now, JL. You were
can't
MIA
be
via
held
text
accountable.
message
Watch
yesterday.
out.
But
He's got
accountable to
facts.
text message.
you know who I know I mentioned it to? Rick right here. Yesterday, Rick and I talked about this a little bit.
Confusing me with Rick.
On the call. No, but I texted it to you right after I said it to Rick. But I'm going to put out a YouTube video going over those teams. That should be out by tomorrow. So we can have a mock draft review video by tomorrow for you guys where you can see all of that. Brady says, ooh, and now I've said it out loud on stream. So I am held accountable and it has to get done. That's what I do. What's up, Z2? How's it going?
Too?
Jordan asked Rick if you can get revenge on Josh for him.
Nope.
Jordan, my
today.
first goal is just to beat Jordan's score. That's the first goal. Before I worry about winning, I got to beat Jordan's score, and then we'll
what
go
was
from
his
there.
score? I can't even remember what his score was.
You know, sometimes these polls, they get tough, and yeah, I don't think we should harp on the scores. You know, it's because if we go back far enough, we're gonna find some
Real embarrassing.
Okay, so Jordan's final score was 6. So you have to beat 6. It was
I'm
Jordan
intimidated
6,
by that.
Josh 17, JL 16.
We got lucky though. We got lucky.
Don't worry. Once Simon and I played, and we both got 2 and 5, I think.
Yeah,
That's what I'm worried about. So I'll worry about beating that 2 first, and then we'll go from there.
That's hilarious.
Jurassic Park is at work, but hiding on an alternate account name.
That's the way to do it.
So Godwin and Allen Robinson franchise tagged, but Hunter Henry, Chris Carson, and Kenny G all free agents. Was the Allen Robinson franchise tag official? I saw the Chris Godwin one.
Yeah, I mean they informed him, but as official as that is.
Yeah, I mean
it's going to be an ugly situation is what it's going to be.
For Allen Robinson?
Yeah, it's going to be an ugly situation.
Yeah, unless they can pull some magic and get Russ there or something, but I don't see that happening.
Well, they have to do that, and then he's not happy.
No,
I wouldn't be.
I wouldn't be either.
I wouldn't be either. I mean, the guy's been dealing with Blake Bortles and Mitch Trubisky, Nick Foles, and Chase Daniels his entire career. I mean, I'd be pissed off just from that. Yeah. Let alone dominating during that stretch and then having my team not want to negotiate a contract with me. It's just a bad situation. And the fact that they're unwilling to do so is crazy to me because he's been the bright spot of our offense for the last 2.5 years, after he got his legs under him after returning from his injury. But it's very frustrating as a Bears fan that our best offensive player is pissed off.
Man, I don't know what it is. I think we attract Bears fans. I feel like we just consistently have Bears fans on the show. But
they get the best fans, man. They have really good fans.
We don't have anything better to do. We don't have to study our team or anything. All the bright spots are clear as day, and all the bad ones are clear as day. So there's nothing in between.
it's making me think. A lot of like the people that I are really into fantasy. I know a lot of Browns fans really into fantasy. A lot of Bears fans. Maybe there's a
Washington
correlation
fans.
here. You don't have a lot to root for, so you're like, well, I got to root for something. Fantasy
Tampa Bay fans are out. They're too busy still celebrating. Right?
Exactly.
The Chiefs are still hungover from last year, so they're all busy doing like cool, fun championship type stuff, and we're just down here like, man, it would be great to have a quarterback for the first time of our life.
Hey, don't disrespect Jay Cutler like that. I'm just kidding. No, I have only ever met one Tampa Bay fan in real life ever. I'm still not convinced they fully exist. I've met one Tampa Bay fan, and I think he might have been.
Really.
I think he might have been kidding, right? It's I
can't think of any.
They're rare. I feel like almost every other team, I feel like I can remember encounters, but Tampa Bay can't.
No, you know what? I do know one. I do know a single Tampa Bay fan.
One. There you go. Swamp says there's a Chris Carson owner in a dynasty league. I hope he gets a good spot.
I thought he just got tagged.
No.
Did he?
Did he?
I could have swore I seen that Chris Carson got tagged.
If he got tagged,
or they were planning on tagging
huge for Chris Carson, I would say.
Seahawks. Seahawks do not franchise tag.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where would you guys like to see him? The first place that comes to mind for me is Buffalo. I think that would be sick, and I think it would provide some clarity to that situation. Like the reason that gets me excited is I would love to have a running back in that offense that I felt comfortable drafting because it's a killer offense, and I do not feel comfortable drafting Singletary or Moss. What about you guys? Any landing spots that you'd be excited about for Chris Carson?
Yeah, there's a
Cardinals.
The Cardinals are great. Brady just said that there. And we always say it, the Steelers, if they bring in a running back with high draft capital, or they give a decent amount of money to, I love that option for fans.
Is there a chance Miami signs Chris Carson and goes a different direction in the draft?
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, there's been all the rumors about Aaron Jones to Miami as well. I think there's definitely a possibility that one of those big name running backs ends up in Miami.
Is that good for Carson and or Miami?
Yeah.
So go ahead, Rick. You were about to say something.
Well, I mean, you just mentioned Aaron Jones. We don't know. Maybe they want to bring somebody in. Maybe they're not fully on the A.J. Dillon hype. That's a little bit less likely. But Tampa Bay, right? I mean, they brought in Fournette last year. If they're not convinced that Keyshawn Vaughn's going to take a step forward, and they obviously aren't like dedicated to Ronald Jones, so that would be another offense where it would be pretty cool to see him go in. I want high when I talk about these running backs, I want high touchdown upside, right? And when you talk about a Josh Allen offense or a Kyler Murray offense, we know those guys are going to vulture some of your rushing touchdowns. So I'd rather see those guys go somewhere where the quarterback's not going to do that, and it's a good offense.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. I hadn't even considered Tampa Bay. I guess, again, going back, I just don't know many Tampa Bay fans. I guess they haven't been loud enough on Twitter about their need for another running back.
They must be in a true bubble down there in Tampa Bay, and they don't let them out or something. I don't know.
Other big news is Dak Prescott getting signed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's great for Dak, for that offense, for all the wide receivers, for Zeke. That's just a sigh of relief from everyone, I think, who is invested in that Cowboys offense going forward.
I thought I did some contemplating last night about this, and with Dak finally getting signed,
Josh was just laying in bed thinking.
I was
Dak Prescott.
Classic Josh meditation.
Exactly what was happening. But I was like, I'm drafting CD Lamb ahead of all the other rookies from last year.
Justin Jefferson,
wide receiver wise, yes, including Justin Jefferson.
Wow.
So I think that means something. I would put CD Lamb ahead of Justin Jefferson at this point.
I think that what that means is you're not drafting Justin Jefferson at all next year, based on where he's going to be drafted. Yeah, you will not have Justin Jefferson on a single redraft team next year.
I actually meant that in a dynasty mindset, but yeah, I'm not going to end up with Justin Jefferson next year regardless.
Dave says Aaron Jones to the Bills, book it. And then Brad said, read today, Kenny G to Miami might be a thing. So depending on how much cash they have, they could grab a free agent running back as well. That would be wild, Kenny G to Miami. And then what was that, Joe? Dave says, so official. All I need is a whistle. And he was pretty excited about the talk of Bills. And then Claudio said he would like that for Fantasy Dave about Chris Carson or Aaron Jones going up there to the Bills. Sorry, excuse me. And this is the contract details for Dak. 66 million signing bonus, I believe.
Super
Yeah,
high.
that's awesome. And he just traded for CeeDee Lamb. Yeah,
Highest
this is a
signing bonus in NFL history.
Hope you saw my blanket. I just gave away the trade secrets. You keep a blanket on your lap. Okay, guys, if you guys are ready, I say we go ahead and get started on poll perception. Jail's mail made me self-conscious. I don't say dive right in anymore.
Dive right in.
We're going to dive right into poll perception.
There it is.
The order: Jail is going first. Josh is going second. Rick is cleaning up, going third. I lost my words again today.
It was a tough one to lose. Josh is going first. Jail second, or Jail first.
Damn it!
Now look what I'm doing over here.
If it confuses Simon before he talks, I'm real scared about the question.
You better watch out, man. Simon's been getting creative lately.
I was like, these polls look familiar. I had the wrong folder open. I had last week's polls open. Jail, you have the first poll. This is a 12-team Superflex Dynasty League, okay? Those are the details. Side A is Josh Jacobs plus T. Higgins. Side B is Derrick Henry plus Robbie Anderson. What percentage of people would prefer side A in this trade?
Dynasty Superflex.
It's a pretty good one, right?
I like this question. I hate it a lot as well, but it's a good one. It's a good trade.
Matt says need the blanket depending on how good the trade is. And then Dave says he's rooting for Jeff.
Let's go, Dave. I think that's me.
And Jordan says over under 2 polls. Eagle Dan says a negative number or 300% plus.
under for sure.
Dave, I just threw a guess up there. That's okay. He doesn't. That's just a guess. But we'll throw the guesses up after this.
All right, Josh Jacobs, obviously downgrade in value here from Derrick Henry. T. Higgins, to me, is a pretty big upgrade, but I'm biased here, so I have to tame that.
Tame it.
Tame that upgrade. I'm gonna go with 56%.
56% prefer the Josh Jacobs and T. Higgins side?
Yeah.
Okay. Josh, do you think the actual answer is higher or lower than 56%?
Yeah. I mean, I think you broke it down pretty well, JL. I guess Josh Jacobs is a slight downgrade to Derrick Henry. I don't know. They're pretty even for me in a dynasty context. But T. Higgins is well above Robbie Anderson in my mind, so I'm gonna take the over.
Take the over. Rick, what about you? Are you going with the over with Josh, or are you taking the under on this one?
I'm going over on this one as well. I think T. Higgins is gonna make this slant more on that side.
Okay, JL's locked in with 56%. Rick and Josh both locked in with the over. The actual percentage of people that prefer Josh Jacobs and T. Higgins over Derrick Henry and Robbie Anderson in a 12-team Superflex Dynasty League is 82%.
Whoa!
JL, you are off by more than 15%, so you get 0 points. Rick and Josh, you guys each correctly guessed the over-under, so you guys start with 2.
And that's why we make the villain go first.
I was gonna say, good thing I had to say in whether I went first or not.
Sometimes the deck's just stacked against you.
Yeah, every time.
What are you gonna do?
Every time. Yeah.
There we go. So after one question, JL has a score of 0, Josh has 2, and Rick has 2.
Let's go. Rick, you're going down, buddy. You're going down.
Josh, this next question's for
Rick's watch out.
He's like, we're working together to beat JL.
I went golfing this morning. He's ready.
Yeah, look, my tea time. It was
it was this morning.
Was good. It was this morning.
It was good.
My tea time was.
I had a good tea time. Didn't golf with shit.
But it was at my favorite time. Josh, this is another 12-team Superflex Dynasty poll. Okay.
Yes.
12-team Superflex Dynasty. Side A is Ezekiel Elliott. Side B is Antonio Gibson plus the 2021 207. What percentage of people chose the Ezekiel Elliott side of this trade? We had some before you go. We had some guesses in the last one. 65%. G-Man J said 64. Anthony said 70. Jordan said 61. So Anthony was the closest. He was the closest.
They were all
one.
In that like 60 range.
0 with me.
What'd you say?
Me?
What'd you say, Joe? Yeah.
Oh, I said the rest of you get 0 with me.
Yeah, Anthony's the only one who would have gotten any points on that one. Okay, Josh, back to your question. Side A, Ezekiel Elliott. Side B, Antonio Gibson plus the 2021 207. What percentage of people chose side A in this trade?
So, I mean, if we're just going off of like startup value, Zeke's getting drafted well ahead of Antonio Gibson, well ahead. And that 207 in a 12-team league, I mean, it's valuable. Don't get me wrong. You're going to get a solid player there, but a prospect. But people are so down on Zeke right now. I don't think this is an unfair trade, but I'm going to go with the Zeke side. I just don't know how far over there. Like 54% say Zeke here, I guess.
54% locked in?
Yeah.
Okay, Rick, what are you thinking? Are you going over or under Josh's guess of 54% taking the Zeke side?
Man, I feel the same way. I'm just wondering, like, obviously people are going to draft Zeke first, but I feel like when they see Antonio Gibson's name in a poll, they might take more of that side. But I do think it is close. Oh man,
Rick Taylor says he's here just to harass you.
That sounds about right. That sounds
Well,
about
get
right.
on it.
Taylor. Man, I'm gonna go lower on this one. I just have a feeling that Antonio Gibson name is gonna get people excited.
There we go. Rick locking in lower than 54%. Jail, what do you think? Higher or lower than 54%?
My heart is telling me higher, but I just feel like I'm going to be wrong at every step here. How many people voted on this one?
1 second, and I'll tell you. 328.
Oh, my God.
Dude, you're impossible to please.
I'm really not. I've laid out the guidelines very clearly.
You find 7 polls with
10,000 votes.
I do. Every time I host, I do.
No, you don't.
At least 600. That's my threshold.
Well, my threshold's 300, and we can move past it.
Sometimes 100. All right, I'm going to go. You know what? I'm going to go with my man Rick here. I'm going under.
You're going under. You're following Rick with the under. We'll see if it pays off.
I like what Rick said. Like people see Antonio Gibson, they get a little excited, right? They see Zeke, and they're like, but we'll see.
Okay, we had some guesses here. Jay said 42%. Z2 also said 42. Anthony with 55. Wow. Jordan also guessing 55. Got a bunch of duplicate
Those are the guesses.
Jurassic Park says 47%.
Wow.
And then again, I just want to reiterate, we have someone here just to harass you. And then Matt says the Zeke hate has
quickly becoming the villain. I'll help you out, JL. I got your back.
Thank you.
Oh, double agent. He just crossed you, Josh. He's actually on JL's side the whole time.
The
Zeke hate has
gone too far. I would definitely be taking the Zeke side of this.
I 100% agree.
I agree as well. But let's see what the people said. The actual percentage of people that would choose Ezekiel Elliott over Antonio Gibson in the 2021 207 is 37%. So Josh,
told you I'm always wrong.
Josh, you were off by 17 percentage points, so you get 0 points. Rick and JL. JL, since you followed Rick, went against your own instincts, you get 2 points for that one. And Rick, you get an additional 2 points as well. Rick, that puts you in the lead with 4. Josh, you're still sitting at 2. And JL, you have 2 points now as well. So after 2 questions, the score is 4-2. Rick leading the way early. But Rick, it is now your turn to answer a question.
That low.
I know.
I didn't see it being that low. Like I thought maybe
low.
in the mid 40s or something. I didn't see it being that low.
Honestly, when I first read that, it didn't make sense, but you could make it make sense. Wow, that low? You need a question mark.
I like it
right?
how I first read it. Wow, that low.
Yeah, I think that's how he kind of said it.
Anthony says that's crazy. Taylor said the fix is in. It's all. Rick paid me.
Wait. Simon and Rick were talking last night on the phone. They already said
Simon's going to show up next week with a RotoHeat hat, RotoHeat shirt. His care package.
I got them in the mail. I got it ordered. It's in the mail.
Don't check my. You can find JL on Twitter, FYF John Luke, but you can find me at RotoHeat. I'm just kidding.
RotoHeat Simon over here.
Okay, and then Anthony says recount that last poll.
We probably could in a short amount of time with how little votes there were.
I'm gonna fight you. And then Jordan says Rick's about to nail the percentage and run away with this one. He's calling your shot for you.
This is
Don't
probably
kill it,
where
Rick.
you find out that it's not really fixed. I'm just good at over-unders.
Okay, Rick, it is your question. Again, this is a 12-team Superflex Dynasty League, but this one also clarified that it is PPR and tight end premium. So we've got 12-team Superflex Dynasty PPR tight end premium. Side A is AJ Dillon plus the 2021 106. Side B is Mike Evans. What percentage of people would choose the AJ Dillon plus 106 side of this trade?
You had to have Mike Evans in here, right, Simon?
I know. I can't pass up a Mike Evans poll. I love that man.
Mike Evans just doesn't get the love that he should, I don't think. And then you've got a little bit of AJ Dillon hype plus that 106. So I think it's going to heavily favor that side. I'm going to go with.
We talking?
I'm going to go with. Well, shit. The last one was 36% on the wrong side, right? These people are crazy. I'm going to go with 77%.
77%. Lock it in. JL, are you going over or under Rick's guess of 77%?
I hate that guess.
Over.
Over? Josh, are you following JL or are you taking the under on this one?
I hate that you said 77%. I was ready to say over to whatever you were going to say. I didn't think you were going to go that high. But 77%, I am that 2021 106 in a Superflex Dynasty tight end premium league is so valuable. A lot more valuable. I mean, just as valuable as Mike Evans, you can make the argument for, I think. You throw in AJ Dillon. I'll take the over. I'll take the over.
He got so serious.
I'll take the over.
You're like,
I don't feel good about it.
And then
I don't know.
Okay, so Rick is locked in at 77%. JL and Josh have both taken the over. We've got some guesses in the chat. Matt said 67. Jurassic Park said Evanside is 41, so that would be 59% as his guess. Anthony said 74. Z2 said 64.
Everyone's going with the under.
Taylor said 61. Jordan said 74. And G-Man J said 56%. The actual percentage of people that would prefer the AJ Dillon and 21 106 side of this trade over Mike Evans is 79%. Rick, you were right there, 2 percentage points away.
I almost said 79 too. I almost said that one's a 77.
Totally fixed.
Good guess, Rick. Man, that was great. I'm happy
Rick,
I got the over, but whatever.
You get an additional 5 points for correctly getting that one. Dale and Josh, you each get 2 for getting the over-under correct. So, Rick, you now have a score of 9 since you were within 5 percentage points on that one. Josh and JL, you each have a score of 4. So, Rick is up by 5 points going into the next round of questions. And then Jordan said, me and Anthony have back-to-back guesses that are identical. Yeah, those guys are just in tune. They finish each other's sandwiches. They're just hanging out with each other. And Matt coming in. Wow, my man Rick is on fire. He's bringing that heat.
He is on fire. Yeah, the RotoHeat.
The RotoHeat, yeah. So I wanted someone else to finish it for me. I felt too cheesy.
I feel like there's a long way to go, even if there's only one question. So I'm gonna temper my expectations.
Now get excited so that
there's still a long way to go.
Get too excited so that it's absolutely crushing if you lose. That's the way we do it here. You have to full personal investment.
Yeah.
Okay, JL, are you ready for your next poll?
Yep.
This is a Dynasty PPR league. Side A is Jonathan Taylor plus Jerry Jeudy. Side B is DeAndre Swift plus CD Lamb. What percentage of people chose side A in this trade?
Oh my God.
Z2 says he has heat in his name for a reason, guys.
Because he's so sexy.
Modeling debuts tomorrow after I win Front Yard Fantasy.
JL's so quiet over there contemplating this one.
It's a tough one.
How many votes on this one?
7,000 at least.
340.
Oh God. Don't Don't
I
even.
know. Sorry, Jail. I'm just going to tell you ahead of time. All of mine are between 300 and 500.
So I can't be
I like
too
it.
reasonable here.
You are the worst. There's a reason you're the villain. You're
This
like,
is the truth. It's the
you're
truth.
like, I don't know why I'm the
think
villain.
I have to factor that into the way that I think about this poll because
I'm not, and I have 9 points.
it's not going to circle around consensus. Maybe you
maybe
just
that's your
vote
problem.
like how the 3 people who voted on your poll voted as well.
Yeah, maybe you're factoring it in too much. Whatever you've been doing, you should change that strategy up.
50, 40, 43%.
What percent?
43.
43%. Josh, are you going over or under Jail's guess of 43%?
I think that was a great guess.
And to recap, this is Jonathan Taylor and Jerry Jeudy on side A, DeAndre Swift and CeeDee Lamb on side B in a dynasty PPR league.
Yeah. I'm just like trying to assign these guys like startup value in my head real fast. Jonathan Taylor, first round pick, no doubt. DeAndre Swift, second round pick, maybe third, maybe first, somewhere in that range. CeeDee Lamb, same range, and then Jerry Jeudy's like a little bit further down there. So I'm trying to like do it seems pretty even. I'm going to take the over just because I think this is like 50-50. I don't know. It seems like an even trade to me.
We had a question from Z2. Was this posted after the Dak signing? Yes. All the polls are recent enough that all new news is taken into account in them. I make sure if there's like big news, I don't pick polls that come from before that news was released. So you said, what did you say, Josh? Sorry.
I'm going to take the over.
Josh is taking the over 43%, took the Jonathan Taylor and Jerry Jeudy side. Rick, what do you think? Over or under 43%?
Man, I think that was a good guess. Man, I just feel like the CeeDee Lamb part just people are so down on Jeudy because he didn't have a monster year. Everybody saw what Lamb could do before Dak went down. So I'm going to go under.
Our first split on the over-unders. We've got Josh with the over, Rick with the under, Jail locked in at 43%. We've got some guesses from the audience. See, I'm trying to figure out where these. Yeah. Tommy said 63. Jordan said 58. Anthony said 59. Taylor said 62. Sully coming in at 67%. Z2 71. Jay 44.
Man, mixed bag here.
Jurassic Park 42.
Not really. They were all over until those two guys.
And then the last three were all fairly low. We got Jay 44.
Makes me feel a little bit better.
Park 42. Matt Clayton coming in with 39. The actual percentage of people that preferred side A in this trade, Jonathan Taylor plus Jerry Jeudy, is 34%.
Damn.
So JL, you were within 10 percentage points, so you get 3 points. And Rick, you correctly predicted the under, so you get 2 points for this round. Josh, you get nothing for taking the over on that one. So Rick,
I do want to make it clear that I would take DeAndre Swift and CeeDee Lamb in this trade. Absolutely, hands down.
Absolutely, hands down. After that round, JL, you have 7 points. Josh, you have 4. And Rick, you are sitting in the lead with 11 points, but you are not uncatchable. JL could be coming for you.
Unless you have the two villains.
Watch out. Hey, everyone loves a comeback story though, right?
Jordan said not a single Colts fan saw that poll. Yeah, it was actually, I should have given this detail. It was posted in the Cowboys fan account. I'm just kidding. Anthony saying, wow. Yeah, there's been some of these polls are a little bit surprising to me. I think the hype on some of these second-year players is maybe more than we're even giving it credit for. Like DeAndre Swift and CeeDee Lamb, and in the other poll, Antonio Gibson.
That one was going to be hype for second-year players because they were all second-year players.
Yeah.
So that doesn't really count.
That's a good point. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I defeated my own argument.
We'll turn Simon into the villain. How about
There
that,
you
JL? We'll
as
turn
long as
him into
it's not
the
me, I
It's
guess.
always
Huh?
That's fine. I can be the villain as long as I'm getting attention. Then it can be negative. Brady said Rick is the expert, and FYF
He's
guys
the
are the
expert guest. That's why we bring him on. We need smart people on the show. You just got us here, so.
Sean says, "What's up, jabronis?" And Rick didn't want to group you in with those jabronis.
Probably better.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you.
You love us, jabronis. Sean.
Matt says CD is borderline first. And Jordan said Rick is just getting his revenge. He's coming in here fighting for Jordan, taking down the FYF guys for him. Josh, we are on to your question now.
Getting it spot on. Let's go.
I was honestly kind of hoping JL got this one, but I did the order randomly, and I wanted to just send this one to you. This is Dynasty. That's all the information we're given. Dynasty. Side A, Deshaun Watson. Side B, Dak Prescott. What percentage of people would prefer Deshaun Watson in a Dynasty league? And this is, again, posted post the Dak news.
Ugh. I almost don't want to explain my rationale fully. Even
this one has 460 votes.
Understand.
Just so you
understand the situations.
Just so you know, 460 votes on Twitter.
I'm gonna say that.
I love the pauses that JL and Josh give me whenever they're trying to figure out what they're gonna say.
I think that people are worried about Deshaun playing next year. I'm gonna say that 40% of people chose the Deshaun Watson side. 40%. And if you asked this poll a week ago, it probably would have been the other side, the other way, much heavier the other way, actually, like 2 weeks ago. But 40. Yeah, okay, 40. 40%. Deshaun Watson.
40% from Josh. Rick, are you taking the over or under on this one?
I still don't think people believe that Watson's going to sit out this year, so I think they know that he's going to play. So I don't know how much that factors into it, but then we know the hype factor of Dak just signing a contract is going to boost that up a little bit, but I'm going to go higher than 40.
He's going higher than 40, and Jay says JL is disgusted with Jeff's answer. Just absolutely disgusted.
Sorry, man.
I think it's a good guess.
Yeah. Rick locked in above 40%. JL, what side are you taking? Are you following Rick again, or are you blazing your own path and going under?
I'm blazing my own path, but going over.
Oh, you're just taking a new one. I'll just draw your arrow a little different than I drew Rick's. So Jeff/Josh locked in 40%. Rick and JL both taking the over on that one.
Disclaimer, I like Deshaun Watson's talent more, but and I know you're supposed to go for talent in Dynasty, but if he doesn't play next year, you're in a league, you need a quarterback. I don't know. We'll see.
We got some guesses from the audience. Sean at 57%. Jay says 46. Anthony says 76% Watson. Jurassic Park going right down the middle with 50%. Jordan asked if this one was also in the Cowboys fan account.
Yeah, that would have been good information to know.
Z2 said 31%. Jordan said 45. Man, these ones are all over the place. Sully with 48 and Mike T with 61%.
It looks like I was pretty low in the general consensus of things here.
And Anthony says higher. He's 25. Come on now, Josh.
I know.
Brady says, how dare thou dirty the name of Deshaun Watson at
thou
Jeff.
Dirty the name.
How darest thou dirty thy name of Deshaun Watson? And his guess,
I need
99%.
Forgiveness. Please forgive me, please.
It's 99%. So, Josh, your guess was 40%. The actual percent. No, it's too late now. The actual percentage of people that would choose Deshaun Watson over Dak Prescott in a dynasty league is 62%. So, Josh, you were off by 22 percentage points, so you get nothing. Again, Rick and JL, you both correctly predicted the over-under, so you guys get an additional 2 points each.
Mike T.
61%. He was right there, 1 percentage point off. Rick, that brings you to 13 and brings JL up to 9. He is trailing you, not letting you grow that lead.
What's the record?
Highest score?
It's pretty high.
Unicorn came on and nailed one exactly right.
Yeah, I know. I saw that one. I'm glad poor Jordan had to follow that one. He was the next one, actually.
I thought we had a 22 or something at one point.
22?
Yeah.
All right, I got to nail one of these.
I think Alex, or aka Peaked in High School on Reddit came in and he got one exactly right and then hit the others like within 5 and ended with a score like in the 20s. That was back when we were just doing it on a podcast, not even doing it via live stream.
Real fast, I saw something on Twitter and it was like, and I don't even remember how many people voted on this, but it was like, who's the number 2 quarterback behind Patrick Mahomes now that Dak signed his contract? And maybe it was in the Cowboys fan club, but I think Dak was either second or just like 1% away from being second. So that's the reason I went with Dak on this poll. I think Deshaun Watson's a better talent, but yeah, it looks like Twitter, they could go both ways a little bit.
Yeah, Twitter can go both ways. You heard it here first from Josh. Mike said, "Oh, so close." Brady said, "Let's go." And then Jordan was clarifying. It was actually in the teams who are trading for Deshaun Watson. Sorry, we didn't.
Love that account. Really love that account. Great account.
It's one of my favorites. Okay, Josh, I'm sorry, but you're losing, man. You're down by quite a bit, but it's still doable. You're not down by more than 10. If you nail it in the last round, you could get exactly right. But Rick, before we get to the last round, we have one more poll for you. This is a Superflex Dynasty PPR poll. Side A in this one is J.K. Dobbins plus the 2021 102. Side B is Joe Burrow plus Chris Godwin. What percentage of people would take the J.K. Dobbins in 2021 102 side of this trade?
Man.
And again, this poll was from today after the Chris Godwin signing or the franchise tag news. So that shouldn't play into it too much. So J.K. Dobbins in the 2021 102 and Joe Burrow. And
so Chris it really Godwin comes down to, I mean, it's pretty close to being J.K. versus Godwin, right? Because you gotta think that 102 and Joe Burrow's value is pretty close. I mean, it favors Burrow, but it's not that far off. I'm gonna go with man.
We stumped him. Let's see what he pulls out.
Yeah, this is a tough one.
I keep going back and forth a little bit.
Excuse me.
I think this one is going to be 39%
on the J.K. Dobbins side.
Always A side, right?
Always A side. Side A.
I just think that Joe Burrow's name's gonna stick out there. That 102 sticks out too, though. It's a scary one, but 39%.
39% locked in. John Luke, are you taking the over or under on 39%?
I can't choose which side this is going to be on. Like this is too close for me. So I'm gonna go over. I think it's gonna be closer to even.
JL taking the over. Josh, are you taking the over or under on this one?
Yeah, when I break down this trade, I kind of did what Rick did here. But that 102 and Joe Burrow, I would prefer to have Joe Burrow personally. If it was the 101 compared to Joe Burrow, I'll take the 101. But that second pick is a little bit more up in the air, I would say, compared to what Joe Burrow is. So I'm going to take the. What was the guess again? I'm sorry.
39%.
Oh man, I'm going to take. But having said that, I'm taking the over.
Josh is also taking the over. So
39.
Rick guessed 39%.
That was such a good guess. 39. I'll put it at like 45 myself.
Josh
Hopefully
and
I get it right and they give me
each took the over. We've got some guesses though. Mike T said side A, not even close. Anthony said 72% A. Brady said 64. Sean said 31. Jurassic Park said 34. Mike T said 68. Jay said 52. Z2 44. And then we got a couple over.
That's what I'm talking about. We're in draft hype season, right? And you got DK hype, and it's definitely a tough one. It could go either way. I was trying to think of how other people were going to think about it, and
that's what you have to do with these.
Yeah.
This one had 345 votes. You got something to say about that, JL? Anything you want to add? Okay. But these guesses were all over the place. We had some lower than you, some higher than you, right in the middle. But the actual percentage of people that would prefer J.K. Dobbins in the 2021 102 over Burrow and Godwin is 62%. Rick, you were off by 23 percentage points, so you don't get any points that round.
Seems a little high to me.
JL and Josh, you guys both get an additional 2 points. Yeah, that one surprised me as well whenever I saw the results. So
It's the draft type, though, probably part of it.
Yeah, and the running back versus wide receiver. Everybody values running backs more and the hype there. And I was thinking I even almost went in the 50s there, but I just thought Joe Burrow in Superflex might sway it, but apparently not.
Yeah, I guess people are hyped on Fields right now. I think there's been a resurgence in Fields hype, so maybe that's what.
People are down on Godwin, I feel like, too, because he didn't have like a crazy season. He had injury.
How old is Chris Godwin?
25. I just guessed.
Okay, I'll look it up.
He's 25.
He's 25. Yep,
I feel comfortable saying it.
I'll go over. Wait, when was his birthday? Because
February 27th. So he is.
That's my birthday.
Over. Oh, dang!
No way.
Yeah. Happy birthday!
Look at that.
That's kind of funny that the one player whose birthday we looked up today happens to have your
the one
birthday.
player we ever looked up. I feel like whenever.
Oh, that's pretty funny. So we didn't even wish Chris Godwin a happy birthday whenever it was your birthday.
Chris.
That was messed up of us.
Yeah, happy birthday like a week and a half ago.
Yeah, Mike said he was close again. Yeah, Mike's been killing it. He'd be on the show just destroying all of us. And Brady said Dobbins carries the RB value. Anthony coming in with the boom because he was pretty close too. And then Mike calling his shot for the final round, saying he's going to get one on the dot. Brady 2% off as well. Jordan said, did people who play in one QB leagues vote on this?
It's pretty funny, actually.
Okay, Rick, how our final round works is we have a tradition where I forget to ask our guests if they're going to have pen and paper handy.
I just remembered that was your tradition, so I'm looking.
Yeah. I hope you don't have pen and paper.
100% of the time, I forget to tell our guests that they're going to need pen and paper. So this is the time where I ask you, hey, Rick, do you have pen and paper handy?
I got it.
Nice. Look at that. Don't even have to go the secondary
route. I got my little corner
of
my paper here.
Oh, that's perfect, Josh and John Luke. So how this is going to work is I am going to give a poll. Unlike the last couple rounds where you guys were guessing the number and then everyone guessed, the other two guessed an over and under, everyone is going to guess the actual percentage this time. We'll reveal them. Whoever's closest gets 5 points unless you nail it exactly on the dot, and then you'll get 10 for that. So, Josh, you are still in this. You're down by 7 to Rick. You need 7 to tie it. 10 would win it for you. You're only down by 5 to JL, though, so you could at least tie him for second if you get
that. Would be beautiful. I'll take that at the very minimum.
And Rick, you're holding that lead. You're holding that lead. If you or JL gets this, you are the winner. Josh, if you get this, you just prevent JL from being the winner unless you nail it exactly right.
That's what I want to hear.
Anthony Leon come in here with breaking news before we give the last question. He said Jonnu Smith not being tagged, headed to free agency.
Okay,
that's big. Good for AJ Brown.
I was going to say there really is nobody else.
Still the only receiver, right?
And now there's literally nobody else to catch the ball in Tennessee. Who's another receiver there?
No one.
Is Humphreys?
Humphreys is gone?
Yeah, I was about to say, is Humphreys still on the team?
Herxer is gone.
Davis
is gone.
Derrick Henry, I've heard catches passes once in a while.
I got to ask this on a
yeah, like every other year, though.
Do they still have Delaney Walker?
Let's see. I'm pulling it up. So Cameron Batson.
Someone asked me on a guest pod like who's going to be wide receiver 2 there, and I looked up the backups and I was like, I do not know any of these names.
Wide receiver 1, 2, and 3 for the Titans.
1, 2, 3,
maybe they'll be in play for Everett. I think that would be a good spot for Gerald Everett to land.
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that does make a lot of sense.
He's not going to be too expensive either. So yeah,
you could have a pretty good season capital there. Yeah,
Jonnu to the Colts.
I like his talent a lot.
Yeah. Jonnu to the Colts, that would be awesome.
That'd be another good spot for Everett.
Yeah, I would love to see them get like a high caliber tight end there, someone that's gonna be able to like take that role.
You mean you don't want to guess every week if it's Mo Alley Cox or Doyle or Trey Burton or Naeem Hines or whoever?
You know what? Catch the balls there. You convinced me. I really liked that game this year. I want to play it again next year. I hope the Colts don't sign anybody to tight end.
Yeah, that's so much fun.
And Jordan said Khalif Raymond got cut. They literally have nobody there. And then Z2 says Josh should get a handicap on his score because of the golf
Great
shirt.
Point.
But does he have a positive or a negative handicap?
We're playing low score wins.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm winning.
And Jordan says Jonnu to Buffalo. That's
apparently everybody's going to Buffalo this offseason.
Yeah, whole didn't you hear? They're actually consolidating into one team. It's just going to be
everybody's taking $1 salary.
Just to go to Buffalo.
There's just like half the league's going to go to Buffalo. The other half's going to go to Kansas City. And then we're just going to see how it plays out.
That'd be pretty fun. 16 games between Kansas City and Buffalo. Best of 16 series. Are you guys ready for the last round? The last question?
No.
I'm ready to win this game. Let's go. I'm getting the spot on. Man, you guys are going to think I cheated once it happens. Yeah, watch out.
Yeah, Josh, check your text messages. This is a 12-team dynasty league. Side A.
I hope I don't get this right now.
Side A is Jalen Reagor. Side B is the 2021-206 and the 2021-207. What percentage of people would choose the Jalen Reagor side of this trade?
Oh, no.
We don't know if this is Superflex or not.
All they said was dynasty. That's all. Dynasty in 12 teams.
Oh, my God.
I hate this because Rager's my boy.
Rager's my boy, too. Rager's my boy, too. I've said it many times, but going into the draft last year, my favorite wide receivers were CeeDee Lamb, Jerry Jeudy, then Jalen Reagor. So,
same here.
Yeah, I like them. I love his talent.
But people,
how's it gonna?
Jalen Hurts is throwing the ball to him too.
But to play devil's advocate a bit there, I guess Jalen Hurts did a better job at getting in the ball compared to Carson Wentz. But we're comparing to Carson Wentz last year, so that really doesn't mean anything.
Well, you guys are coming up with your answers, writing them down. Jay says Jonnu to Seattle. Brady saw a rumor of Juju to the Chargers, which would be amazing. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. And guys, if you've enjoyed watching Poll Perception, you want to watch some of our other games that we've played in the past, or make sure you don't miss any of our live streams in the future, you guys can subscribe to us at Front Yard Fantasy on YouTube and also on Twitch, Front Yard Fantasy as well there. We go live every day at 3 p.m. Eastern playing fantasy football games, doing brackets, tiers, just having a good time at 3 p.m. Eastern. So if you guys want to join us, we would really appreciate it if you would subscribe to us on YouTube at Front Yard Fantasy. There's my plug. Thank you. ZT says, give Kyler a tight end in Arizona.
I should have said it. When we were talking about Jonnu, I was like, Arizona could use a really good receiving tight end.
Well, you don't believe in the postman?
Dan Arnold?
Dan Arnold? Is he gone?
Yep.
Everyone's gone.
He is.
Every team is just getting rid of their tight end except for the Chiefs. It's just going to be a free-for-all. They're just going to play tight end merry-go-round or carousel. That's the word I was looking for. Okay, you guys all got your answer?
Yep.
I guess so.
Josh, since you are in last place, I'm going to have you reveal yours first. 36%. Rick, oh no, you're in first, so I'm going to have you go last. JL, what is your answer? 36%. You guys both said 36%.
If we are both right, it's going to be disgusting. It's going to be gross.
I'll feel cheated if it's 36.
I will feel cheated for you.
Do we both get 5 if we're closest?
We both are supposed. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Does this mean Josh is lost, and are we locked in our fate?
I think so. Rick, what is your final answer? 41%. So we've got 30. We've got 36%.
Damn it.
36% and
Josh,
41%.
The second week in a row where we were.
It wasn't exactly the same last week.
No,
last
but
week
we
I
were
think it was 1 off.
Yeah, and you won.
Yep.
Jurassic Park guessed 26. Thomas guessed 24. Jay guessed 67. Jordan coming in with 30. Anthony said 46%. Z2 with 28. Brady said this is the hardest question ever. 51%. And Mike T said 34%. And what if you had just written that down? This is the hardest question ever. That was actually one of the poll results. The actual percentage of people that would prefer Jalen.
Not answering the question because he knows neither of us won, Josh.
Me.
Not answering what question?
What we're gonna do if we're the same?
We'll see the actual percentage of people that chose Jalen Reagor over 2021-206 and 2021-207.
45%.
Is 35%. You guys were both 1 percentage point off. So Josh and JL, you both snagged 5 points in this last round. That's how we're going to handle it. You were both the closest.
Dang.
JL,
Rick.
that was a villain's arc if I've ever seen one.
do you mean?
You stole my answer
win.
first of all, and then you go and win the game. What the hell?
Win?
JL, you won at the last second. Stole the Rick was leading the entire time, but with a final score of 16 to 13 to 11.
He's gonna be looking at her eyes. He's like, "Is he looking up something right there?"
Josh and I are Morse coding.
Let's see. I'm gonna.
I feel like you winked at him 35 times. Don't get it perfect, but close enough.
Close enough.
Yeah, I actually winked one extra on purpose just to throw you guys off.
Let's get wet.
JL and Josh. Honestly, Rick, your guess on that one was good enough to win in most games, being only 6 percentage points off in the final round.
It's a really close game.
That would have won in 90% of our poll perception games, but JL and Josh must have been doing something fishy over there, coming up with the same exact answer, only 1 percentage point away. My hands are clean, but you might want to watch it back and look at them. They got another screen pulled up. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna need a recount. I just want everybody to know this is under dispute. All right.
I think it's fair. I think
under dispute.
Since it was so close, there is an official recount going on. I'll have the official tabulated results for you guys tomorrow. Swamp said, I just came back. I don't know what happened. What happened is JL and Josh cheated their way to a victory. Mike says, no! Again, it's stolen. JL, someone just comes in and steals the victory at the last second. And Swamp says, yo, let's get wet. And
Jordan, you did it, Rick. He asked for one thing. He asked you to beat me, right?
Oh, is that what I thought? I thought the only purpose was to beat JL. I thought he was
Jordan wanted you to beat me. Yeah, Jordan specifically.
Okay, yeah, I got him for you. That's what really mattered. I didn't come in last. That's just that. I told you guys my goal was to beat 2 first, right? So
if you ain't first,
got past that, then we made a run at it, but.
And you beat your second goal too, which was to beat Jordan. You beat Jordan's score of 6.
That's
so
true.
Well, my goal wasn't to beat Jordan. It was just to beat every level, right? To just not look dumb on stream.
You did a great job at that.
Yeah. Jay says my day is ruined when JL wins.
Me too, Jay.
And Jordan says get one for JL. And then Z2 says Jordan, it's always Josh for the W. Today is a sad day. Then Mike says I was 1 point away twice and 5 the other time. Yeah, that's a pretty damn good round, Mike.
You killed it, Mike. You killed it.
But Rick, a score of 13 is nothing to sneeze at. That's a pretty damn good score.
I jinxed myself when I went for the record, right? I started talking about records, got overconfident, and then just shit the bed on the last 2 plays.
No points after you brought up the record, and you could have had it.
That's true.
Well, JL, congrats on your victory. Rick, I wanted to thank you again for coming on today. You've been super supportive and helpful with us, and we love the content you're putting out over at RotoHeat. So this has been awesome getting to have you on as a guest today.
Hey, I appreciate you guys having me, and it's the guys, it's the team that we've got over at RotoHeat that are hammering out the content, putting in a ton of work. So I encourage everybody to follow those guys. To read their work and give them feedback on what you do and don't like. The goal is to continue to get better and give the people reading the content what they're looking for. So I appreciate all the support. I appreciate you guys having me on. It was a lot of fun. I'm a little pissed that I didn't beat JL.
Let's get you back on here.
I'll have you back for a grudge match. Take him down. We can do a
maybe we can have a RotoHeat v FYF show or something. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get a little weird.
I want a 1v1 grudge match is what I want. Just Rick v JL. It goes head to head.
Bring it.
Josh, me and you can put together a diabolical game together, co-host it, and have
that way JL can't be upset with one of us. He'll have to.
He has to be upset with both of us.
Yeah. He can feel like he's 3v1, just like he is right now.
Every time we stream.
Guys, but Rick said it. Make sure you guys go check them out at rotoheat.com and that you subscribe to them on YouTube at RotoHeat. They're putting out awesome content, so make sure you guys are doing that. Before we go, just so you guys know where you can find us as well. I've said it already, but you can find us at Front Yard Fantasy on YouTube and Twitch. You can find our cheating winner, John Luke, at FYF John Luke on Twitter. Josh at FYF Josh, me at FYF Simon for the time being, and Rick at RotoHeat Rick. There's a bunch of the RotoHeat guys. If you just type RotoHeat, there'll be auto-populated a bunch of names on Twitter. You got RotoHeat Sully. That's another one that's coming to mind. Follow all of those guys. They're putting out amazing content over there at RotoHeat. Rick, you got anything else you want to say before we jump off?
I want just make sure you're hitting that sub and like button every day when you tune in at 3 p.m. to these guys, because it's a lot of fun. It's great interaction, and it's great interaction for the people that are watching. Right? It's very engaging, and that's why I was excited to come on here, because I love what you guys are doing. So for everybody watching, make sure you help that YouTube algorithm, and just keep doing what you guys are doing. It's just going to continue to get better.
Amen.
Rick.
I really appreciate that, Rick. That's
also,
awesome.
we're getting, like Rick said, we're getting into that rookie season, that draft season. People are starting to think about these rookies, draft picks. Trading makes fantasy fun. Go buy some draft picks. Sell your draft picks if you want. I don't know which way. Doesn't matter. Trading makes fantasy fun. Do it. Right,
Jason,
we're going to talk about our merch.
We're
We're getting some Jeff merch.
We are getting.
I didn't know that. All right.
Yeah, you guys keep your eyes peeled. We're getting Jeff merch. We're getting Tim Chaos merch. We're getting Tim Minshew merch. We're just gonna put every funny name you guys have ever come up with for Jeff and Tim on a T-shirt, and that's gonna happen. So if you guys got anything for me and JL,
we need a JL the villain shirt.
I'm the only one without a shirt.
I'll work up some artwork for that one. I've got some ideas.
Ooh,
I like it.
I think the only nickname I've ever been given on this show was Vagiman. Whenever everyone else's
it was
names,
just Diamond, you freaking nerd.
I was gonna say I can probably work up some artwork for that
one. You know what?
Sorry,
we
Mom.
Kick off YouTube if we're promoting those T-shirts, but that'll be great for our premium.
Diamond.
The Vagiman T-shirts. That'll be our next collab.
Mary Joe's watching.
My mom would love that joke. Z2 says JL hates the 300 to 500 vote polls, yet goes on to win on the 300 to 500 vote polls.
It just shows you it doesn't make any sense. I shouldn't be winning.
And Anthony says, great show. Thanks, guys.
That's true. We took a vote on it. There was only like 13, but it wasn't your favorite.
Anthony says, great show. Thank you, Anthony. We appreciate it. And Z2 with some news, no tag for Aaron Jones. So we'll see where he ends up. My money's on Miami, but I guess there are some other destinations he could land. G-Man J wants Bill merch. I guess we could do some Bill merch. Rick, I don't know if you watched. Yeah, we were playing Fantasy Quiplash, and it asked for the name of Kirk Cousins' private parts, and someone wrote Bill. And so that is just forever. Bill has been a recurring theme in our streams as a joke.
I'll leave that artwork to somebody else.
I was about to say, I'm sure we could put together some artwork.
Cool with Diamond, but
I'll do the Bill artwork, guys. I'll just call up Kirk Cousins, get some reference material, and then go.
Oh God.
Jason says, like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Thanks, Jason. We really appreciate it. And G-Man J wants the Jaimin merch. And Z2 says Shag Club Simon. Yeah, other people didn't know what that was the other day. That's the Dance of the Carolinas for those of you with a dirty mind or have never been to the Carolinas. Shag is a dance like swing. I guess both those words could be taken in a different context completely. So I don't know what's up with these dance names.
Tigers, swingers, yeah.
Okay, guys, unless you got anything else, that is it for us today. JL, Rick, Josh, thank you guys for playing. Rick, I'm so sorry. I wish you would have pulled out that win, but you know what? The villain, it's all about the villain's story. Sometimes they need to get built up so they can just get knocked back down hard.
Yeah, Infinity War.
Batman always comes back.
Exactly.
Last words, anyone?
Love you guys.
Love you, Mom.
Okay. Adios. See you guys.